Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you my most worn perfumes for the month of July, and if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Olympea, and on this channel we talk mostly about perfume, so if that is your thing, make sure to head on down and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a video. And if you haven't already, feel free to also head on over and follow me on Instagram, where I share a lot of outfits of the day, scents of the day, home decor, minimalism, decluttering, and of course a ton of perfume related content. And with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. Okay, so my first most worn fragrance in July is definitely Byredo Sundazed, and this one I definitely wore a little bit more in the beginning of July, but it was one of my more frequently grabbed for perfumes. And this is basically, as I've described it to you guys before, happiness in a bottle, summertime in a bottle. This is a orange, neroli, cotton candy, musky fragrance. It also, I think, has a little bit of lemon in the opening, I want to say. And I actually get pretty good longevity out of this perfume, you guys. This one was actually a blind buy, and at first I didn't think I was going to really like it because I found it to be very soapy and I didn't think it was that complex, and I wasn't like wowed by it. But actually, after wearing it for a weekend when we had really nice warm weather, it was just like the perfect casual weekend fun scent. If you're doing something fun, if you're spending time with somebody that you really care about, you're not looking to be super serious, you're not looking to be super sexy or anything like that, you just want like a really nice summertime perfume. This is a great one and I absolutely love it. And this is currently the only Byredo I actually still have in my collection. Gypsy Water didn't work out for me, and Bal d'Afrique did not work out for me either, but I love this one. So that is my first most worn fragrance of July. I also, again, want to give a little close-up of the bottle. I love the Byredo bottles. I've told you guys that before. I think they make such a beautiful addition to anyone's collection. And if you can find yourself a Byredo that works for you, I think it is so worth picking one out and getting one. People always say that they don't last a long time and they have such bad reputation for their longevity, but this one actually lasts me all day long if I spray generously. So yeah, that's Byredo Sundazed. My next most worn in July is probably Gabrielle Essence from Chanel, and this is a newer one to my collection, and I've told you guys that this one I think is potentially replacing Chanel Chance as my favorite Chanel perfume. So up until this point, I thought that Chanel Chance was the be-all end-all for myself personally, and this one I think is replacing it because there's something about this perfume that is just very classy, and I don't know, it's a little bit more modern than the Chanel Chance, I think. I still love Chanel Chance, don't get me wrong. The original Eau de Parfum, as well as the Eau Fraiche and the Eau de Toilette, I like both of those, or all of those, very much. But this is kind of a citrusy, sweet, fruity, yellow floral, musky fragrance, and I absolutely love it. The bottle is also super cute. Very classy looking. I love that the front is multifaceted. The only complaint I would have is it looks very, very tiny. I told you guys that if I run out of this one and I still love it as much as I do now, I would definitely reinvest in a large bottle, like a 100 ml bottle, because this one just looks so small. I don't know what it is. It's just like the skinniest little bottle ever. And it's a 50 ml bottle, so I feel like it should be bigger. But anyways, the scent itself is absolutely beautiful. I always tell people if they're looking for a perfume that not everybody else is wearing yet, I feel like eventually more people will wear this one. But currently I feel like people are wearing Coco Mademoiselle, what do you call it, Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. They're wearing all of those fragrances. I think this is a great one to go for if you're looking for something that's a little bit different. Not everyone is wearing it, but it still has that classic Chanel DNA. If you wear this and walk by somebody, they will know you're wearing Chanel, and you will smell just expensive and rich and luxurious. And there is an element of class that I think only Chanel has. If you know, you know. So that is Gabrielle Essence from Chanel. The next one that I wore the most of is Olympea from Paco Rabanne, and I will be honest with you guys, this perfume used to be sort of my eyes roll back in my head perfume. Like every time I smelt it, I was like, oh, I love this so much. But I was very new to perfume at that time. Not that this isn't that good. It is a very good perfume and I love it, and a lot of people do love it, but I would say that this is no longer quite as high up on the pedestal for me as it was a year ago. But you can see I've put a pretty good dent in it. There's even more missing now than there was the last time I talked about this perfume. And this is a salty vanilla perfume. I don't have to go into too much detail with that, but this perfume, you guys, I just think is really fun and really sexy, and a great sexy date perfume for the summertime. Oh, it's still so good. It's actually still so good, you guys. There's something about it that just is like fun and carefree and youthful, and I don't know, it's definitely a sexy perfume, and I really, really like it. It has pretty good longevity as well. I prefer this one over the Légère. I prefer this one, or the Light, the Aqua, I should say. I prefer this one over the Intense. This is my favorite. And yeah, I've really liked this one for a long, long time. So this is a great one if you're looking to be kind of young, fun, carefree, sexy, summertime. It's a good one. So that is Olympea from Paco Rabanne. My next most worn perfume is Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely. You can see I have a pretty good dent going in this one, and when this bottle is out, you guys, I'm gonna order a full 100 ml bottle. I think this is just a 50 ml bottle, but it's definitely worth getting 100 ml for me. And these perfumes are so cheap. Like, you can get the Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely for literally $20 online. And it's so good. This is my favorite bedtime scent. That's what I wear this for, is for bed. I don't wear it during the day. But if we did have kind of a rainy, gloomy day and I was spending the day by myself, bumming around at home or doing errands or just like putting my feet up, having tea, relaxing, this would be a good one for that too, because I find this perfume really, really relaxing. I absolutely love it. I can't get enough of the musky lavender. Oh, it's so good, you guys. I like it so much. I can't get enough of that musky lavender patchouli accord. It makes it sound terrible. If you think like musk, lavender, and patchouli, you think, gosh, that smells awful, or sounds awful, but this smells so good. And if you're looking for something to compare it to, it's very similar to Narciso for her. It's very similar, but you guys, I actually do prefer this one. I have had Narciso for her, and I did prefer this one. Yeah, so love this perfume. I just go crazy spraying this all over myself right before I go to bed, and I just love it. And then I crawl into bed and I have the best sleep. So Lovely from Sarah Jessica Parker. The next perfume, and this isn't really, I wouldn't say a most worn, but it's one I've finally started to wear, so I did want to share it in today's video, because if you guys know me at all, you know that actually for having the amount of perfumes I have, I don't wear perfume like all that often. Like, I don't have a scent of the day every single day. If I'm really doing nothing and I'm just kind of doing things around the house, I often do not wear a perfume, but I've been trying to make a conscious effort to start using some of my perfumes that I really like the way they smell, and they just never get worn. So this is one of those perfumes. I've only worn it a couple of times, but I definitely have grabbed for it when I just wanted to smell good and sweet and something easy, something that didn't require too much thought. This is just an easy grab and go sweet one, you know, that you don't have to put too much thought into. So there is a little bit missing. You can see there's a little bit of a dent starting to form, and I did actually layer this with Black Opium Extreme, which by this time, I might already have a video out comparing this one to the original Black Opium Extreme, so keep your eyes open for that video. I don't know if I will repurchase this exact formulation once it's done, because I just wish it had more oomph and more lasting power, and I wish that it was a bigger perfume. I just feel like it could be stronger, you know? Maybe it was stronger when it first came out, but I think I would probably go with the Intense or the Extreme when I'm done with this one, just because I want something that's a little richer and has a little bit more depth to it and a little bit more strength to it. So yeah, I do really like this. I just wish it was like stronger, but that is Black Opium, the original. The next fragrance that I wore a lot this month is Juliet Has a Gun, and this one is newer to my collection. This one, you guys, I'm sorry, on camera the bottle is looking, well, I guess it looks kind of true to color. I feel like in person it's more of a red, like a hot pink red, but on camera I feel like it's coming across orangey. But anyways, this perfume is a raspberry vanilla caramel scent. It's very powdery. It does have a little bit of a lipsticky kind of a smell to it, and it's also very similar to Hypnotic Poison and Kenzo Amore. I would say it probably smells closer to Kenzo Amore than it does to Hypnotic Poison. And let me actually just take the lid off and give it a refresh again. I got this one from Sephora when I was kind of going a little bit crazy because they finally put all the testers out on the shelves. I really liked this one and I got it. And yeah, this is just a really sensual, kind of a nice, sweet vanilla caramel perfume that would be really good for date nights. Also really good for intimate nights because it's not too overpowering or strong, and it's not going to give anybody a headache. Yeah, it's not a really big perfume. It's not a big projector. I do get pretty good longevity from this though. It doesn't disappear too quickly or anything like that. I absolutely love it. I think the bottle's really cute. I think that every woman needs sort of a powdery vanilla caramel in your collection, whether it is you know, lipstick on from Maison Margiela, whether it is Hypnotic Poison, but I think everybody needs a lipsticky scent in their collection of some sort. There's just like a timeless elegance. It just has like this vintagey feel to it, which I really, really like. And so yeah, that is Juliette Has Again. That is the third most worn in July. And my last most worn in July is Florabotanica from Balenciaga. So of course, I don't have a whole lot missing from this bottle. There's like the tiniest little dint gone. This is a big bottle though, but you guys, I absolutely love this fragrance. So this is a perfume that I've been obsessed with since I smelt it at home at the atomizer on my skin in the air, as opposed to somebody spraying it on a strip for me. I really think, especially with this perfume, I've noticed that we get the wrong impression about perfumes a lot of the times, especially when you go in stores and the sales associate sprays it on a piece of paper for you. Depending on the type of perfume, I think certain ones you get a pretty good idea what they smell like. Things like Florabotanica, where they're a little bit more herbal and a little bit more green and a little bit more musky, they can sometimes smell really terrible on paper. They can sometimes smell just a little too green or even a little rancid. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but this on paper I don't care for. On paper, all I get from this is like the greenness and the dark and the dirty kind of ground cannabis feel, and it doesn't smell that attractive to me on paper. But this one on skin, you guys, oh, this is so good. So this has mint, it has cannabis, carnation, rose, vetiver, and amber, I believe are the notes. Literally, you guys, I wore this the other day when it was raining and it was super hot outside, so it was a very humid day. And when I walked outside, I felt like a greenhouse, but in a good way. Like, I honestly, it just, the aroma of this coming up off my skin, I could smell the mint. The mint was coming through so strongly. It was absolutely beautiful. It wasn't too overpowering. This is a very strong perfume. Like, if you're looking for a green floral perfume that has really good performance, this is the one. This will last you all day, and you really do not need very much of this at all. Because of that strength, it can be off-putting. I think some people smell it and they think, oh my gosh, that's too strong or that's headache inducing. You need to go a little bit lighter and spray a little further away and just kind of let it do what it needs to do, and go outside in the heat of the summer and just let this come off of you and see what you think. It smells completely different. It's much better worn than it is tested. It's one of those perfumes. Yeah, so I got lots of mint. I got a little bit of cannabis, but not much. It was mostly this really pretty minty rose with a little bit of a kind of a green depth to it. And it's just a beautiful perfume. So I can't say enough about Florabotanica. This is so gorgeous. I heard through the grapevine that it was discontinued, but then I heard somebody say that was fake news and that it's not discontinued. I don't know. I just hope it isn't, because I love it and I would definitely repurchase. So this is a huge bottle, but this is one that I feel like I always want in my collection. Like, this is almost niche quality to me. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous perfume. And that is my last most worn of July. Look how pretty it is. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I'm curious to know, what were your most worn fragrances for the month of July, or what is your currently most worn fragrance? And I will see you guys all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.